He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Yashamati Nandana, Brajaparanagara. Haribo, Haribo. Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Jesus Christ. Haribo, Haribo.
All right, everybody, turn your microphones on. My voice is a little bit down today, so I'm going to have to jump.
Oh, because of this night?
Yesterday, I just...
Last night?
I don't know what got over me.
Let us shout for you.
So I do some quiet japa today. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna echo,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
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 Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare.
Rama Rama Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna.
Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
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 Rama,
Hari
Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hari Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hari Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Hari Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna.
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama
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 Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare.
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Hari Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Ram Ram
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Ram,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna.
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hari
Hare,
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare,
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Ram
Hari
Ram
Hari Hari
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare, Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hari
Ram
Hari
Hare,
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Srila
Krishna
Prabhupada,
Hare
Srila
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Gora Bhaktavinda,
Krishna Krishna
Shri
Jaya Jaya
Krishna
Sri Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Prabhu Nityananda, Shri
Jaya
Advaita
Jaya
Gadadhar,
Jaya
Shri
Jaya
Vasari,
Hari Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita
Nityananda,
Jaya
Nityananda,
Jaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jaya
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna Chaitanya
Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Hare Rama
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hare
Shri
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Rama
Prabhu.
Rama Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Jai
Rama
Shri
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Shri
Krishna Hare
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Rama
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Sri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Shri
Nityananda
Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Advaita
Shri
Gadadhara
Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Vasari Gaura
Shri Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya, Shri
Jaya Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu
Shri
Nityananda
Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri
Gaura
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna,
Shri Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna
Shri Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Lord.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Rama Rama Hare. Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare Rama,
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Oh, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Prabhu
Shri Krishna,
Jaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Balaram
Krishna,
Nityam
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Shri
Ram,
Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Balaram
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Shri
Shri
Nityananda
Krishna,
Shri Balaram
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna,
Shri
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 Krishna,
Balaram Nityananda Shri
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Shri
Krishna,
Balaram
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Shri Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Balaram
Krishna,
Nityananda Shri
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya Shri
Krishna,
Shri
Balaram
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Hare.
Balaram
Shri
Hare
Nityananda
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Balaram Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Balaram
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Shri
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Jaya Sri Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama
Hare
Nityana
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Sri
Krishna
Harisha
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Jaya
Hare,
Jaya Sri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Balaram Nityananda
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Balaram Nityananda
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Balaram
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri Balaram Nityananda
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare Hare,
Jaya Jaya Sri
Balaram
Krishna
Nityananda
Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare
Jaya
Rama,
Sri Radha
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Gaura
Krishna
Bhaktani
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Balaram Nityananda Shri Balaram
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Ram
Balarani
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Chaitanya
Rama
Jaya Jaya
Rama
Shri
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama
Jaya Nityananda Jaya
Rama
Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta
Jai Jai
Jaya
Shri
Jaya Shri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda
Jaya
Jai
Shri
Shri
Advaita Chandra Jaya
Jai Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta
Jaya
Jai
Jaya
Jai
Shri Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya Nityananda
Jai
Jaya
Nityananda
Shri Advaita
Jai
Chandra
Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Ah, let's see here. Hare Krishna, let's see. Transcendental knowledge. Yeah. Here's some verses here. This is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The personality of Godhead, dismiss. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Vivishwan. And Vivishwan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And Manu, in turn, instructed it to Ishvaku. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and thus the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in the course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. Yeah, there's some key words here, you know. You can see, you know, like people that are coming, they have to get with the program, otherwise they won't be able to understand this. You can't understand this by not hearing it from a bona fide spiritual master. You see how people think they're spiritual, but they're unwilling to follow this path. So what are you going to do? You know, if you don't listen and you don't follow, see, the formula is right there. And some people, you know, it's a great experience for everybody, and for the person's coming. They say, well, I don't believe in the scriptures. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in, well, no wonder there's so many things around those people. And I'll say to those people, I said, well, you can get relief if you submit to the process. Otherwise, you're going to have those things hanging around you, the demons and all that's harassing and be miserable and sick and all that stuff. The Lord wants to help. That's why he gives this disciplic line. You know, I actually was born again also with Jesus, and I had this liberation experience from that association, but he led me into this disciplic line. Luckily, I had the awakening already, so I could understand these things gradually and increasingly. But, you know, what can be done? If you can't follow this path, then you just have to remain as you are with all that suffering. You know, all we can do is offer a way for people to get out of that suffering. But you can't get, you know, people could look at their own experience, man. If your speculations and your disbelief has not helped you, you have to, I mean, look over here, look at people that are happy and free, chanting the holy name on the highest level of prema, which is confirmed. See, remember the confirming thing? Confirm, confirm, confirm. We don't need bells. All I need is the scriptures. You know, the scriptures confirm, oh yeah, this is what prema is like. I mean, even the Vaishnavas are speculating. Can you imagine their, you know, Lalita, their River and Tom, you know, and everybody else listening? Look at all the speculation. They don't have Guru Sadhu Shastra, but they think they have it. That's called neophyte. Hey man, we do it as it is here. This is as it is. We have guru, we have guru, sadhu, shastra. You have guru here, and you have it confirmed in the scriptures. You can see, oh yeah, this guru is like this. And then you have sadhus. Sadhu means at least Majjhamadhikarya, the awakening of real devotion. Okay, and you got sadhus. We have real awakening, the witnesses. Yeah, my life has changed. It's transformed. I know what this love of God is. You know your position. And the Shastras all confirm all this. So we have everything here in this Sangha. And the masses of Vaishnavas cannot understand it. You know why? Because they don't have guru. That's the problem. See? If they had a real guru, and that's why the Lord wants to show. He says, I want to, show how it really works. I don't need all those Shastras speculated on. All I need are the Shastras that Prabhupada brought. This is the real line. And we'll confirm it with Guru Sadhu Shastra. We'll make, because we can't get any sadhus around, I can't find any Guru Sadhus out there. They're all speculating. And I'll show you, we'll show you that this is really true. We already showed it's true, man. But people, they're so attached to speculations. And it doesn't work for them. Look, they still Vaidhi Bhaktas, man. They can't chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. Man, you could read the scriptures and you look in life. You look right here in this Sangha, you see people, doing what the scriptures were doing 500, they're describing what happened 550 years ago. Devotees in ecstasy, crying, laughing, choking up when they chant the holy name. The real symptoms of real love for Krishna, love for God. Yeah. So all we can do is offer to the Vaidhis out there, you want to move on or not, man? Or anybody, people think, I know Radhe. Oh yeah, you really do. Why are you suffering? Can you imagine? I mean, this might be a little humbling for you if you're new people and you think you know Radhe and you have, yeah, well, why are you suffering? Can you imagine you think Radharani suffers? You got everybody, you have to be honest. If you're suffering, you got ghosts around you and all that stuff, man, you're not Radharani. You come here and very easy to prove you're not Radharani. I just proved it. Don't say you're Radharani if you're suffering material miseries and ghosts are around you. See? So all that stuff you can get clear, and that'll be a relief. All this ignorance, all these crazy ideas. They're crazy, people don't know they're crazy, and they think I'm crazy. I think Krishna gives me real sanity. This love for Krishna, which proves even to myself it's genuine, because it gives me proper understanding and sanity. I can think straight. And I can help others. I can help that person think straight if they're willing. Come on, man. How can you be Radharani if you're suffering and you're miserable and you got ghosts around you? I mean, it's just she admitted right on her thing there. And so if you want relief, you can get relief here. Because I don't have any, I know who I am. I'm just... I'm just a guy with a foolish mind, and I just put it at the feet of the Lord, and I'm happy, a happy fool. And we make other happy fools here. We're so foolishly happy, just like Krishnadas Kaviraj. Yeah, so, come on board, man. Drop your misery. You'll very easily get rid of it here. We'll teach you. That's why you got to hear in the disciplic line these things and not speculate. And and unfortunately, a lot of people disbelieve in the scriptures because people don't represent them as it is. There's no Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in person. That's what I found in Vaishnavism. They're all speculating on what Radharani and Krishna is. They go directly to Radha and Krishna. They jump over Lord Caitanya, and they can't even go to Lord Caitanya because you need his representative first. You need an authorized, a real, genuine associate of Lord Caitanya to get to Lord Caitanya. Otherwise, you speculate there too and make up all kinds of fibs in your own mind and speculations. and you're still distanced from Lord Caitanya. All you have is Chaitanya, Nittai, Nittai, Nittai. You only have the name, or Radhe, 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 and only the name. And then you speculate, you think you're her or him or some advanced devotee without the symptoms of advancement. You come near, you'll see the symptoms of advanced devotees, for God's sake, man. Just nuts and bolts, really clear. No crazy ideas. You'll see this person is advanced, this person's a neophyte. It's very clear. All Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, all justifies and clarifies very clearly. And people need that, man. Otherwise, nobody's making progress, really. They're just spinning their wheels. They're in a sand trap. You ever see the golfers when they hit the ball in the golf? This is what they're trying to advance in Vaishnavism or Krishna consciousness, and they're in a sand trap. And they're trying to hit the ball. They just can't get it because it's moving around in the sand. That's speculation. It's not on solid ground. Even Jesus taught this. He said, you got to build your house on solid ground. See, that's why those guys became saints. They built their house on Guru, a real Guru, who spoke the real Shastras. That's like, some people, they knew inside, like here, the first fruits, they come. And the first fruits came with Jesus. They knew, they recognized him. And he said, why do you want to follow me? They said, well, we read the scriptures, but, we really don't understand them. Like Johann admitted, and, we don't understand the full depth of these things. We want these, we see you do. We want them written on our hearts. Oh yeah, come along. Okay. Boy, so that's how they're written on the hearts. You have to not speculate. You have to see this disciplic line as it is. You hear it from the line, the person in the line. The lines are broken right now. All we have are the books, but you need a speaker, don't you? I mean, people don't even understand the Bhagavatam, for God's sake. If your guru ain't like Shukadev Goswami, empowered by the real Krishna, you got a broken line, man. You ever seen a broken phone line, man, or with a lot of static on it? The line's broken and you're trying to talk. Hey, that's you talking to the super soul, man. You got a broken line there. You're not hearing all that static there, all that speculation. You're not getting a clear message. See, you got to have the line like it says, man. There's a person there. You got the Rhythmic speculating. Oh, we don't need, and they have no ecstatic love, but they love to speculate that they're in the real line. And you got the living dead gurus that don't have the spirit of devotion. Holy Spirit, and that one lady who knows, oh yeah, I'm Radharani, yeah, and I don't believe in the Holy Spirit. Can you, man? That's not sane. Come here, come with us. You'll become sane. How can you say you don't believe in that means you don't know the Holy Spirit. You don't know Radharani. Radharani is the Holy Spirit personified in person. It comes from her. Devotion is the Holy Spirit. See, a spirit of devotion. Jesus knew about this. He told the woman at the well, he said, hey man, we worship in spirit and truth. The spirit of devotion reveals the truth. And people can't see the connecting forces in religion. I could take that song, like last year I put out the Muslim song. I say, yeah, you see, you find peace in God. But many people don't find full peace in God, in the Allah, in Krishna, in Christ, because they speculate. They're cut off more or less from that Lord. This is why we're so lucky. I'm so lucky. We're so lucky. We're in the real line. We have the protection of the disciplic line. And that's why these books are written. And if they're spoken by a person as it is, you found the real line, right? It was, and it's broken. If you're not a real guru, man, if you're not a prema bhakti, you're not like Shukadev. You're not like the cowherd boys, the ecstatic cowherd boys. You cannot communicate this line. You have to be a real associate of Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna to communicate the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. And proof is in the pudding, for God's sake. Let's see how many ecstatic devotees you make. What, we're not clear enough here, what we're doing? We're so clear here, even the Gaudiya Samiti with Narayan Raj, so-called Raganuga Bhaktas, can't see the glory going on here, and then the ecstatic devotion. The Radhakund Babajis can't see. Even my ex-wife who went to them can't see, shows that their blindness in that line. You're still worried about if you're wearing an orange dhoti or not. Now I gotta be careful. My voice is on sabbatical, more or less. It's actually not hurting now, even though I'm ramping it up. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it? I love these verses, man. This is Guru Tattva, man. You need to find that where the line is not broken, and we prove the line ain't broken here because we have ecstatic devotees made. Right? Simple, huh? I don't care these little neophyte so-called gurus. You can't understand common sense, man. This is the real line. Because if you have a real guru preaching the confidential truths you get a Shukadev Goswami result, a Maharaj Parikshit result. He went back to Godhead in 7 days. Some of my devotees get prema in 7 days. Obviously. Which one of you? Radhanath, did you ever do anything like that? How about you, Jayapataka? You show me one out of your thousands of disciples who has prema. And you guys are so proud of your gurus and your line, your broken line. Here it's just as it is, man. As it is, man. You know, the real line is here. Krishna, God, proves it here. All I do is just speak things as they are, and the Lord shows like that this is bona fide, right? That's why I'm looking, man. If I see ecstatic devotees, popping up like lilies in the field here and feeling like enlivened and purified and happy, I know there's something going on here, man. There's something important. The Lord is working here. You were on fire yesterday. Surround sound preaching in a 5-mile radius. I know, man. Boy. Got to be careful too, because my voice was afterwards. Then I went on again to try to help that person. I don't know if it helped or not. We'll see. We'll see what the result is. I mean, it's a test of sincerity, man. Sometimes people have to suffer. People say, why is God like this? Well, he comes, like now, he's coming to give mercy, but a lot of people, they don't accept it. They want to go their own way. Okay, well, what to do. I'm here offering Bhagavad Gita line, it's heard in the real line. We prove it's the real line. There's no speculation here. If this is the real formula because it works. I'm preaching the confidential message of Bhagavad Gita, of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Leela. And the result is prema, like it was 550 years, where people make rapid advancement here. That's a real line. It's really simple. And if you can't get that, well, go out there and spin your wheels in the sand trap for a while until you're ready, to be sensible. This is very sensible, clear preaching here. This is why I like Prabhupada. He was a real person who had real practical spiritual teachings. The whole world is speculating in so many ways. This is a very rare thing. If you can't get that this is a rare opportunity, what can be done? Oh, yeah, I'm just going to continue to preach and glorify the way the Lord works. The way he works and where he's working and how he's working and what he came to bring to this world. In spite of all these speculating, people don't even know why Lord Caitanya came. Can you imagine, Lalita? They don't even know why the Lord came. And that's how you get out of here. You got to learn why Lord Caitanya came to this planet, but only a person who has that prema, that devotion, knows and has the power to communicate that to others like he did, like his disciples did, the followers did, like Nityananda's followers did. See? Like we do here now, because this is the real line proven every day. And if whoever develops faith here, which is very easy, you come here, it's like going to the best psychiatrist or psychologist that you don't have to pay any money for. We'll straighten your mind out because the Lord straightens our minds out. Yeah. I'm going to read this again. See, the personality of Godhead said, yeah, do you know God's personality? Yeah, nobody does. You gotta know God's personality through the disciplic line, where it's explained by a person, experienced devotee who knows the Lord's personality, who likes the Lord's. I like the Lord's personality. Most people don't, but they say they do. That's hypocrisy. But this is bullshit. Do you like the Lord's personality? Oh, you love Radha and Krishna. Oh, you really? I don't think you have any love at all for that. Because, the real devotees, the real associates of the personality of Godhead, Lord Caitanya, who's a combined form of Radha and Krishna, representing Radha and Krishna, they know the personality of Godhead. And they present the personality of Godhead to the world. Okay? And most of the world, that's why you want to get above religion, you got to get above the hypocrisy of those representing not the personality of Godhead. They don't know that personality. You got to find somebody who knows the personality of Godhead. If they do, that means they're like Lord Caitanya. They're ecstatic like Lord Caitanya and Nityananda, who knew the personality. They were related to the personality of Godhead. You need to find somebody that has relationship. Otherwise, you haven't found a representative of the personality of Godhead who could present the real personality of Godhead to you. Very clear, very straightforward, very impressive, to the point where you start to appreciate the personality of Godhead. Yeah. That's why when you love a devotee, that means you're loving Krishna, because they present to you. I don't consider myself separate from the Lord in that sense. I'm here to present the Lord. That's I'm a servant of Krishna. People don't even know what being a servant of Krishna means. Servant. It's right in the friggin' word, for God's sake. Ooh, guard. Settle down now. Remember the voice. It's all in the word. Servant of Krishna. Service. What does a waiter do, man? They bring you something, bring you food, right? Well, on this level,
Wow, on this level, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare.
Hare. Oh, you're back.
am I back? Okay,
Yes,
I'm
you're
back.
back.
Yeah. This is internet does this. It goes boop.
On this level, you said.
Yeah. We back again?
Yes, we are back again. The last words you said were on this level.
Yeah. On this level, yeah, on this level.
They think they know Radha Krishna, you said, and they think they love them, but they don't know what real love is.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's gone, whatever it was. It'll come. Something will come. It always does, doesn't it? All right. Say, be our guest, but, oh yeah, serving. Yeah, service. See, serving Krishna. See, that's what, so that, a devotee is like that. You know, the more you chant, the more you realize, oh, I'm just here to serve Krishna. Because, you know, think about it. The analogy is the sun and the sun rays, right? What's the real difference between them? The sun ray is a sun ray, right? It's got its nature. And what does the sun ray do? It presents the sun, right, in the world. See, the sun is the sun, right? It's got its nature. And the sun ray is a sun ray. That's in a nutshell what is a devotee. But chanting Hare Krishna in this kind of association gets you there. Otherwise, there's some separation from you being a sun ray, deliverer of that sun, as it is. See, the speculation gets in the way, you know, and that causes separation. And so this is how we get purified in this level of Sadhu Sangha. All those speculations separate you from delivering the real sun to people. Then, because see, in a sense, it's Krishna who delivered, the Krishna sun that delivers the living entities. And the real intimate associates of that sun deliver you the real Krishna sun. See, that's why they call the Son of God. See, the son of that God, that Krishna. See, pretty amazing, huh? You never heard this kind of preach. This has never been distinguished like this. I'm amazed myself. I learned. That's why I come here. You know, it's like, you know, you just tap into that sun and be the sun in this world for people. Gauridas, are you the son of God? Well, I'm a son of what he reveals to me, and it's pretty good because it awakens people's devotion and bhakti. I think that's a pretty good statement. Pretty good confirmation. Yeah. Otherwise, it's sentiment, you know, these guys, when they, are you the son of God, Jesus? Yeah, I am. Rip their clothes and all that drama. Well, he was presenting the Lord, and he had more to tell, and we have that more to tell if you want to hear it. If not, you're still one of those, you know, who can't take it. Great verses, huh? I really love this. Nuts and bolts. See, the father of mankind, and mankind instructed Isvaku. The supreme science was received through the chain of disciplic succession. There you go, the supreme science. That's why, oh, Gory, you know, I always get this flack. Oh, Gory, why you think this is the greatest thing? Yeah, it is. It is the greatest thing. It's a supreme science. Supreme science is called the supreme science. There's no Klaus Schwab science here. That ain't the supreme science of making clones and making robots. Yeah, and all this crazy things that Maya, the demoniac, want to, you know, do. No, that's not the supreme science. We have the supreme science here. Why is it the supreme? It liberates anybody and everybody out of illusion if you follow the instructions here. You follow the disciplic line. You follow the person who represents the line and makes it unbroken. Repairs the line. Actually, we're repairmen. You didn't know, another hat. I'm a repairman. I come here to repair the line. Somebody's got to do it. Only a foolish person can do it that puts their mind into the feet of Lord Caitanya's mercy, right? And so we make other repairmen here. You're in training. You didn't know that. You're journeymen and women. You know, when you go to learn how to, you know, do some practical work, you become a journeyman, you know. You're on a journey here, aren't you? For sure, a journey, huh? Quite a journey, huh? You guys been here a long time on this journey. The supreme science is the supreme science. I stand behind it. I don't care. You can say, oh, there's so many other paths. No. Yeah, there's one supreme science. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here like that. I've checked out a lot of so-called scientific stuff, and it ain't like this. This is the best. It's very organic science. See, Amy knew I was a repairman, fixing the broken parts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bhakti Vinod said this. He said, it's the duty of a person who's realized Krishna to pluck out the anarthas in their disciplic line. So I pluck them out of Christian line and also this line, because I get connection with both. It's very rare to find somebody like that. You Christian, or even the Muslims, you show me the Quran and I'll pluck out a few things. Yeah, see, isn't that a beautiful, supreme science? See, this is all you have to do is follow the formula and easy peasy self-realization. Ask Amy, man. Ask Fanny. There are great examples like that. Just coming out of nowhere, you know, from the world, but they just somehow or other have faith in this, and we don't have to decondition them much, because they
no pride, no pride.
Yeah, no, you know, they're non-envious, you know, and stuff like that. It's so very easy. So you can learn from that example. Yeah, if you have some envy, that's no problem. You know, we pluck that out too. Everything, you can get everything here. Why not come to this is like 7-Eleven. You go in the convenience store. It's very convenient enlightenment, man. You know, you ever see there's supermarkets so far away sometimes that you go to the 7-Eleven and you get conveniently everything. That just, you didn't know we were a storekeeper here, did you? 7-Eleven, man. Oxco or something here in Mexico. They call it Oxco. They also have 7-Elevens. See, they open up really close to people. So we're doing that. We're opening up shop here. See, Prema Bhakti shop, very close to the people in the world, you know? Otherwise, very far away, man. Oh my God, you got to get through all those coverings of the universe. You know, speculators can't get through that. That's why they just Vaidhi Bhaktas, you know? Glorifying Varnashram Dharma. Oh, yes, rules, regulations. Oh, ceremonies. Oh, I love ceremonies. Let's go light our candles. You know, like the Catholics. They go in and light a candle for, you know, and the stuff. I look at this stuff, I think, oh my God, man, such neophytes. Okay.
It's all about rituals, huh?
Rituals, yeah. And that's okay. I mean, it's for beginners. We make Krishna consciousness so convenient, man. Yeah, I mean, if you're trainable, you know, we're here to, you know, to train people in the science of self-realization. It's very easy, you know, just listen and hear and get purified of all your crazy ideas that cause you misery. You know, you should analyze, like that lady that came, you know, you should analyze, man. Has your path or your beliefs, where have they taken the negativity out of your life? Are you still suffering? Are you miserable? Well, if not, go to a doctor, a qualified doctor, a spiritual doctor, you know, that is, you could see they're qualified, you know. Because I followed this enough where my miseries are gone. I don't have any miseries. I maybe get bodily miseries sometimes, but, you know, we got these temporary bodies. But my mental problems are gone. I don't need a psychologist or psychiatrist, even though these crazy people think I do. I know they're crazy, man. I know people project their craziness. I'm clear about that now. That's why I'm happy. I don't believe in people's lies. I don't believe in their illusions. I don't believe in their speculations. And I stay happy. People here are suffering. They believe in people's projections and their lies and all that. even here, and that's why you're suffering this year. I only believe in the truth. I just love the truth, man. Truth keeps me solid, keeps me happy, keeps me clear, keeps me ecstatic. That's the way Krishna was. That's the way devotees was. Prabhupada was like that. He never believed in false gurus. Man, God, is so much, it's amazing. His own disciples don't know this. They don't know what he understood because they act the opposite. They go and appoint gurus who can't deliver their disciples, and then they charge it to him. Did you ever see me say Prabhupada will deliver you? No, Prabhupada wouldn't say Bhakti Siddhanta would deliver you, but they say stuff like that. It's so speculative. And you go for shelter there. That shelter is very flimsy. It's going to fall down with the first rain. Yeah, this shelter doesn't fall. You see, even within our Sangha, people start to, sometimes. But you don't see anything falling here, do you? Yeah. See, that's because our shelter is worthy. We have the worthy shelter. We have the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. That mercy keeps us alive, that ecstasy, that ecstatic devotion, these conclusions. This sun that we have here in this Sangha, this bright sun. It's powerful, man. I can't help it. You don't have faith in it. You don't have faith in the Shastras. Well, too bad for you. And you're just going to remain in the suffering, I guess, because it doesn't seem to be helping what you're doing. Yeah, they see you think, Vaidhi Bhakti, you're happy with that. Well, stay like that if you want. We're here for progressive devotees, man. Oh, you're happy with the mini lifetime trip with the Narayan Raj group? Oh, you want many lifetimes before you get prema? Well, go ahead, man. We get prema now, man. We've got everyday prema. Every day we have the appearance of Lord Caitanya. Oh, you don't believe it? Too bad for you. I believe it with all my heart. I know for a fact, I believe in the Shastras, especially these Shastras. I believe in ecstatic devotion. I welcome it every day. That's why this path is here and being preached, because I follow in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya and I teach others to do the same thing. Accept the Holy Spirit of devotion, like the Lord did. That's one of his glories in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He accepted the path of ecstatic love. And you guys are accepting that too and saying, very good, very good. That means you accepted Radharani because she's that personification of ecstatic devotion. Yeah. See, and those Vaidhis will stay Vaidhis because they simply don't accept the path of ecstatic devotion, which is right here, right before their face. I don't care. You could be millions of you who don't believe in this. Doesn't mean to me. I have enough experience in the world and with speculators and cheaters and liars and hypocrites and well-meaning liars and very sincere with tears in their, poor Gaur Haridas, he's so crazy. But come to me. I'm Guru, and you'll take many lifetimes before you'll get the prema. I even figured that one out. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
There is a teacher, Purushit is his name, in London. You know him.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I know of him. I never met him, but I know his activities. His drive.
And he knows yours, and he's really strongly against it. But
what is he? So what did he say?
Well, I wanted to send you what it said about you, but the devotee blocked me, so everything is gone.
Well, basically, what did he say?
That you have you're absolutely not what we say that you are. You're not an acharya at all. That we are all neophytes. We are all neophytes, and he's the high. But Yamuna says that he stole so many of your teachings and he used it for himself. He misused it.
They do it. They do that.
They say, oh
It's
my
so
God.
deceitful. It's so, see, this is what we're dealing with. Because they don't see, that's what they do with Prabhupada. They take his energy and they use it and misuse it. They don't know they're doing it. This is called neophyte. Neophytes are like that. They imitate and all that stuff. Yeah, can you see the projection? That's fine. When you finally get it, people are just projecting their own neophyteness on others. I mean, can you imagine this being neophyte? It doesn't even make any logical sense. But see, he's like a guru for people. And that's the kind of level of instruction you get. Persons projecting their own neophyteness on it. In other words, you got a neophyte guru if you accept him. And he shows it by his example, just being like on a treadmill of the Vaidhi. You go from one program to another, and he's sincere in that sense, but it shows you it's not very deep.
No, his videos, it's like a funeral.
It's like a feeling. It's just boring, and dry. That's just it's just the way it is, just how it is, And he will stay like that, and his followers will stay like that as long as they're satisfied. I mean, obviously he's still motivated to get up every day and to do that thing. Okay, go on with it, man.
Oh, they praise him. They praise him.
Yeah, praise. Yeah, you'll praise. And so anyway, they don't know the real sign. I mean, the idea I teach, you only praise those who are liberated souls. You give respect to those who are liberated. I mean, you can respect everybody, but you don't have faith. Like, oh, you're going to deliver me, Purusha. The guy's a neophyte guru with the symptoms of a neophyte person. They even in our Shastras, they talk about neophyte gurus. Prabhupada was complaining about the neophyte gurus in the Gaudiya Vaishnava, the Gaudiya thing after his guru disappeared. They appointed neophyte gurus, and Prabhupada said they're changing the acharya every week. See, you got a new acharya. You think, and so now they do the same thing, and it's a disciplic line that Prabhupada actually preached against. And they don't know it. They just continue the Godbrother line. That's called neophyte gurus and neophyte followers, or another word that Jesus used: blind leaders and blind followers, without real devotion, without being in the real line. That's all you got out there. Millions of them. You see why Jesus said, go through the narrow gate? Because and you're lucky to find one representative of the real line. And those symptoms are here.
It is unbelievable, that lack of logic of those devotees, if you talk to them.
Yeah.
Lack of logic.
Yeah, lack of logic. Everything is illogical because they're in Maya. They're still under the guise of Maya. And then they become gurus, and then they build up more false ego. Okay? So anyway, they're teachers and they got their followers, and it's like training wheels, in the world. Oh yeah, you learn how to praise God and Guru, but they're not real. They're not the real Guru and God, so that result doesn't come. They don't become ecstatic devotees. The secret here is you've praised obviously a real Guru. Why? Because what is the payback for that? What is the result of that? You become ecstatic devotees. That's the Lord teaching that. I don't have to say anything. You're praising your guru, calling him Bhaktivedanta and whatever else you call him. And the result is what? Ecstatic devotion. See, there you go. That's a real line. And we're not a real line holding back the goodies. You get the goodies here, right? Poor shit, he's with the Varnashram Dharma things. If you think that's a goodie, well, go ahead. It's like, it's like people who are satisfied with trinkets, and instead of the real jewels. See, I like what Lord Caitanya, the jewels of the scripture. Oh, I mean, this to me is a meal. I sit down, we're sitting down having a meal. That's why we're inspired every day. Isn't it inspiring? Sit down with a meal of the scriptures. That's Krishna. We're eating the Lord, man. Drinking his blood. His blood is this ecstasy, man. And his food is his word. Even the simple Bhagavad Gita, I can have a good meal with that. That's why I never run out of food, man. Everybody's worried about. I can fast if I need. I fast every day. I only eat usually once a day, I can fast that way, but not this way. I always got to have the food. I got to have that name, man. Got to sit down for regular meals, right? See, regular. That's why our spirit stays strong here, right? Because we're eating regularly. People get weak. They even admit it when they come back. Because you're not eating regularly the real food. So even Kamalakanta hasn't learned how to. We got to teach him. He's like a person who doesn't have a fork. He thinks he's eating, but no. See, we have to train people like that how to eat. We got to give them a fork. So they can pick up the food. See, that fork basically is faith in this preaching. Otherwise, he will, stay like that. Okay, if you're happy, just your faith in the prasadam that way, and not faith. I mean, This is the thing. It's a good example of Prabhupada disciples. This is shiksha here for them. If you think that shiksha guru is different than Prabhupada, then you have the same problem that the God brothers had with Prabhupada. He was the shiksha guru for the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. See? And many of his God brothers didn't develop faith, at least for a while. I don't know what happened in the long run, how many did, but he was complaining. He said, look, they're neophytes. They won't advance. And, if you can't see that Prabhupada was like Bhaktisiddhanta, and you're a God brother, you don't advance because you don't even know Bhaktisiddhanta, because Bhaktisiddhanta was like Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was like Bhaktisiddhanta, because they're family members and they're transcendentally situated. If you think, oh my God, this is the same problem now and then, the same problem. Oh, Prabhupada, but you don't see a God brother with the same mercy as Prabhupada. What, if you saw Prabhupada chant and you see me chant, you would say, oh, the same kind of ecstasy, right? Even my disciples, you're getting more on the blessings of our parampara headed by Prabhupada. Said, give them more. See? And that's happening. And so people are stuck. They don't even know Prabhupada. Because if you knew Prabhupada, you would know this person here. Would know what we're presenting here. But the Prabhupada didn't show enough at that time. It wasn't time. But now the show is on. And if you don't get it, well, it kind of misses you in this round. We'll catch you in the next round, next life, or a few, or who knows. Yeah, but we're here to catch. We're here fishing. I come to go fishing, man. I'm fishing. I like to go fishing, don't you? Isn't it nice? We're fishing. Fishermen of men. Who will take the bait and come and stick around? That's why I told the lady, come stick around for a while. Well, they're like a fish, they're biting on they get hooked and then unhook themselves and they're fighting the thing, flopping around, So I don't know if she stays on the line. If you stay on the line, stay on the line. See the line. Stay on this line. That's the line. See, fishing make you fishermen. There's a fishing line, right? And there's a hook. The hook is the truth. Yeah, so you get hooked in there, stay in the line, stay on the line, stay on this line, face over here, and you'll get purified. Mayavadi's back. See, she kind of comes and goes. People are people, no forks needed. Yeah, because see, that's the thing. That's why you come and go. You come here and you kind of get some energy and stuff, and then you go away. And you speculate like this. They can pick up their food with their fingers and mouth. Sorry, I have just come in like now. Yeah, always like, this is the thing. You always think you know more and all that stuff. So until and you also admittedly suffering, I think, everybody is, except people here that accept this heart and soul. They get over their sufferings very fast. So anyway, thank you for coming there, Mayavadi, and just try to take as much advantage as you can. Yeah. See, if you come here and follow, I'm teaching the line, and I'll go over it again. Mayavadi, in all your Krishna consciousness, you still haven't figured that first part of Bhagavad Gita out. So I'll repeat it here for your benefit and everybody else watching here. This is how you enter the real line. There is no other way to enter this confidential secrets of bhakti. No other way, none. Okay? The personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga. See? The Lord instructed this science. And if you're going to get it again, you're going to find a Vaimedium, just like the book said, like Prabhupada taught. A Vaimedium is the Lord Krishna is going to instruct it to you again because he informs his devotees on these confidential things, if they're real devotees. And most aren't. You got to go in the narrow gate, the one out of thousands and millions. Remember Bhagavad Gita? Hardly one knows me in truth. You got to find that hardly one who knows Krishna in truth. See? You have found that here, but you have to stick around long enough to see that. See, that's why, because you got to get purified to see it. Okay. Proof is everything is proven here, but people need to be purified to see what has already been proven. That means you got to hear, you got to follow the line. Yeah. See, so you have to have it instructed by a Vaimedium, a real authorized representative of Krishna or Lord Caitanya. And Vivishwan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And Manu in turn instructed Ishvaku. Thus the supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic line. You notice how the teachings here differ from what's being taught in ISKCON and all these other groups? That subtle difference is what makes it work. Because you can have the books and everything and you speculate on it. See, they don't preach the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. They don't preach that you can get prema in this life. Not even Narayan Raj preached that. Radhakund Babaji's either. Oh no, you'll never be like them, what they think they are. But don't I preach what's in the real line? I mean, you can check it. You can check. Prema was available with real associates of Lord Caitanya. They had the strength. You could read it, Chaitanya Charitamrita. They had the strength to deliver prema to devotees because that's the promise of the Lord. Oh, you're my real devotees. You come and see me. You have love for me. Therefore, I give my transcendental body to you. You can sell it at whatever price you want. See, I sell it also. Yeah, but not for money. I sell it. I sell it to you. And the price is what? Turn your camera on. Come on regularly. Listen, hear. Get purified. Learn how your speculation is holding you back. how you're, listening to people who are speculative. They're not on the standard of being a real guru. You come here, you learn Guru Tattva. Who is this quality of a real, what are the qualities of a real spiritual master who can deliver you Krishna, to deliver, to liberate you, the real Krishna, the transcendental Krishna. See, that you learn here. Then you can see, oh yeah, this is a real light. You from your own sight, vision, understanding. Otherwise, there's no progress. You just stay as you are. You only learn Vaidhi. See, whatever a great man does, what? Prabhupada was teaching Vaidhi. He was acting like that kind of, more or less. What was Bhaktisiddhanta teaching? Whatever a great man does, come him and follow. They're still following Vaidhi, right? Or they're following Vaidhi and calling it Raganuga. See, that's your great men doing that stuff. I don't think that's that great, man. But if you do, that's to each his own, man. No, I like to see Raganuga doing Raganuga, really, tasting the nectar and the name with the point of tears and spontaneous devotees. I like to see spontaneous devotees. I like to see them here. This gives me great happiness. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Guru Maharaj, do you know Sadhu Maharaj? Sadhu Maharaj is an old man, in an Indian body, and he's teaching Raganuga Bhakti without tears.
Yeah, I know. I went and met, you want an honest experience? This is what they praise. And this is my own experience with Sadhu Maharaj. I met him, a lot of these people. I went to the darshan of the Sadhu Maharaj with my ex-wife. We're there, sitting there. And he saw me, and then I think my ex-wife introduced me because she knew him or something. This is my husband, and all this. I'm sitting there. Yeah, okay. He said, oh, and he was speaking sweetly and all this, speaking nice. And oh, why don't you come and speak about Jesus? Because he was open to Jesus. Why don't you speak a little bit about Jesus? And so I was sharing my realizations about Jesus, and he's going, oh, very nice and everything. Yeah, oh, this is so good, and like that, really. And then I had to go to get some prasadam to go out for a little bit to get something. I don't know whatever it was. And then I came back, and then afterwards, my wife said, "This strange thing happened." He came up to me and says, "You should leave that Gohar. He's a very bad person." What a hypocrisy! Why didn't he tell it to my face? This is what people, they have no idea what they're dealing with. People project, see, just projecting. These are your gurus, man. That's why I don't pay it any big deal. This is not the only time I had this. I had this with Narayan Raja, with my wife. Oh, it's Gohar. He's not, can you help? Oh, yes, I can. That poor guy. He doesn't. Does he have real ecstasy? Oh, no, that's shadow attachment. See? And take the disciples like that. But anyway, that's what they believe. I have enough experience with that. I am so confident in this, man. I've seen the ways of the world. Jesus saw the ways of the world and what the hypocrisy of it, of the leaders and all that, and what it's disguised. So, hey, all I can do is offer. You want to get away from that? You want to get out of that? Look at that, the other Sadhu Maharaj. The guy's with the World Economic Forum. And people believe in these people to deliver them. The guy is a death, part of the death squad. This is the Lord's Maya, working in every way. Hide this treasure of Krishna, man. 1 out of thousands, hardly one knows me in truth. That's the person you go to and you get the real Krishna. That's why you guys get the real Krishna here. Otherwise, there's flaming swords protecting Vrindavan. You don't go in the narrow gate, the real door, when we're preaching Vrindavan. You don't go in this door, you don't get this. You'll go and you'll struggle, and you'll still keep, your miseries will be more or less around. You'll follow the Purishits, and they always project on the real teacher, don't they? They did it with Prabhu. They always do it. It's part. They do it with Krishna. What does Krishna say about these people, these leaders? Often, fools deride me when I descend in my human form. When you find the real guru, the Lord comes as that devotee. He comes as that's what the scriptures teach. That's what the devotee teaches and shows. The Lord comes as that devotee. They're so intimate. And what those scriptures say happens right before your eyes there. Fools deride. Do you see that? Do you see how the fools deride the representative here of the real truth? See? The Lord descends as human form as Krishna. He also descends in human form as a devotee or a real spiritual master, a real acharya. See, that's all in the book. And you see it here. That's why you got to hang around for a while and find out. Get purified. The Lord says, this is my devotee. It's like Sanatana Goswami. See, the Lord shows you what a real guru is. This is my devotee. Sanatana, you surrendered your body. I accept it. And you want to do something, commit suicide and all that. No. It belongs to me. I have many things I'm going to do through that body. See, that's an accepted devotee who has got that. He works through those devotees. And you want to become like that? You got to become an ecstatic devotee. Otherwise, that'll never happen. Wasn't Sanatana Goswami an ecstatic devotee? Wasn't Rupa? That's why our line is here. It's a line of ecstatic devotees. You haven't found an ecstatic devotee. You have not found the real line. Settle down, Gaur. You haven't found the real line. Well, you found the real line here, and you come regularly, you'll prove it. It's already proven, but you got to get a little purified to see it. That's all. We got to get the demons out of you, some of that stuff, like that lady said, all these negative demons. You come here regularly there. What's her name? Zara. You come here regularly, and then we'll exercise all that out. They'll stay out of you. When you develop faith in the real path, man, the demons they'll release you. You'll be released. Otherwise, they'll not release you. Remember the preachings of Paul, Paul, when they had the power to exorcise people from demons, just like here, same thing. If you're really authorized, demons will go in people if you develop faith in this path. And anyway, Paul, Peter, they were some of these apostles. They had that power, and some of the Pharisees wanted to imitate that, and they would go around and try to exorcise the demons, and they couldn't do it. Matter of fact, the demons in people, they turned on those persons and beat them up. We know Paul, we know Peter, but we don't know you. And they went, attacked him, See, you have to be authorized, man. Yeah. See, you notice River, she's much nicer now. She had some demons. She knows that. But they're coming out now. See, more, and attitude is changing. See? Sometimes the demons in you, they confuse you and they want you to go. That's why some that are, you know who I'm talking to. If you're like that, you want to go. It's because they want to go. See, and that's why I told River, you got to tell them, you just stay. You got to get them. They got to go, but you got to stay. See, these are the voices in people's heads. See? And they don't want you to be here because they want to stay attached, you know. And you're here. They know if you stay here, you're going to get Krishna. You're going to get God. You're going to be free of them. So that's the test. They test you. See? So just know those are the little demons inside. And the devotees, you know, if they have a bad attitude towards you and all that stuff, and you get offended and all this stuff, and then you leave, that's the demon inside you that's wants you to leave, get you out of here. Can you imagine giving up Guru and Krishna? Because, you know, you're offended, and all these are demon type energies. They're obstacles, the envies, jealousies, or wanting to be important and all that stuff. All that goes in this association. And when it's gone, all of a sudden the devotees change their attitude towards you. It's just like a magical thing, a mere mystical. So that's the way it works. So it's powerful here, man. You show me where you get such a treat, such an adventure in Krishna consciousness. Everything's boring compared to this. You know, I was around, I'm telling you the truth. I don't mean to, but this is my own experiences. I was around the most advanced disciples of Narayan Raj. They bored me to death. Boring. Really boring. Boring classes. No, they don't know what the spirit is yet. I haven't found anybody. Prem Barojana was about the best one. And you know what? He's the most misunderstood. They actually they don't like him. See, that's a sign that he has some of the spirit, actually.
Same with Gaur Govinda Swami.
Yeah, Gaur Govinda. Anybody who has a little bit of the spirit, the ones without it, they want to get rid of you because they don't believe in it. Oh, spirit's very important. That's the real Radha. You want to know who Radha is? You come here. We'll show you. I'm not trying to imitate. I just serving Radha. I serve the ecstatic devotees. Serve ecstatic devotion. Welcome it. Yes. Question. So demon and false ego are the same. Yeah, you could say that. See, a demon represents the obstacles to Krishna consciousness. And and that's why the demons are represented in different ways. You know, like stubbornness is false ego, right? You're being stubborn. See, but that's represented as a demon, the jackass demon. Putana, hypocrisy, right? Claiming to be a real representative of Vrindavan, right? That's the gurus in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. They got a little putana in them. If you're not a real representative, you got putana. You should ask, is Gaurahari putana? You know, is he a real resident of Vrindavan? You should ask. I mean, I'm not afraid to be tested, you know, by my disciples. You know? You should.
Those who take away your bhakti, they are putanas. Or trying to kill your bhakti
because they're against it.
Stubborn and fighting and these are the putanas.
Yeah, they're against you in the name of being for you. This is what Krishna said, or Jesus said to Judas and his disciples. He said, beware of them. They say they want to help us and help me, but they don't. Prabhupada said that about his godbrothers. His godbrothers say, oh, we want to cooperate. They never wanted to cooperate with Prabhupada until he became famous. You know, when he became, you know, a big following and people, oh, we want to, they wanted to ride the train because that's what persons who don't have the real power of the Lord are. Automatically, you become like more or less a usurper. You go for the energy, but you don't really want to be a servant. And Prabhupada saw that, and the disciples said, well, they want to help us now. He said, oh, they want to help us now. No, they just want to come infiltrate and take over. That's what Maya does. She wants to infiltrate. I've had the same thing. I had the one guy, oh, I really like what you're doing and everything. I could tell he was a usurper. He wanted to take the energy. There were a couple of them. They both died actually early. Very interesting how that happened. And they wanted to come take the energy and go and be a big guru themselves. See? So that's why they left. Actually, one of them, actually both of them, I had to get rid of them, because they were like, anything that's hurting. I mean, the guru has to also protect the sangha, from that, because it was even polluting my heart having that in there. It's like even with Arjai, I was getting it in my heart, and I didn't know, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? Then later I came, I got it. And we have one of those, sinister force in here, See, a lot of subtle stuff, but it's great, man. You learn. We're learning. Okay. Question: how can somebody take away an ecstatic devotee's bhakti? Pure love and devotion cannot be taken away from another person. Well, that's actually a very good question, and there's it depends also. There's some subtle things there. One, it depends on how strong your bhakti is. One thing. Another is it depends on. It's like. There are things that weaken. It's all by association. See, we're very small. We're very small. See, Nityananda was an example. You could not rock his bhakti because it's very big. He's huge. He's a plenary portion. He's like Krishna, huge fire. We're very small, the size of an atom. Okay, and by association, we can be affected, but the stronger your bhakti is, the more it can burn it. But still, there's some strong poison in this world, and it affects, and you can feel it. It's like and you can feel when the Lord is unhappy being around that. It's like the Lord, he showed externally, he's not happy to be around non-devotees intimately. Okay. And when you get intimate with a non-devotee, somehow you have intimate exchange, or they blaspheme your guru or the other devotees, the Lord in your heart feels, and you feel the weakness, like, oh. See? And, so, and so you could say, well, why, if you're a good devotee, you can hear blasphemy? Well, no, it's not like you should defend the devotees if you have that. Yeah, go ahead there, Lolita.
It has never been taken from me, but I explained it in my video.
Yeah.
They are offending the living God inside of you. Yeah. So you've got to protect him. That's what it is. You feel, this is going to hurt Krishna. No. No, I turn myself.
Yeah. Actually, you know what it is? See, the devotees stay ecstatic by being close to Krishna and what Krishna likes. When Krishna does not like blasphemers. So you lose the potency of that closeness, because the Lord feels, I'm not really happy, and you're feeling what he's feeling. See? So he's not happy to be around people who blaspheme his devotee. You feel that like a loss of energy, a loss of potency. You feel weakened. Like I feel we strengthened by being around devotees. You notice you're around devotees with devotion in a happy mood and all that stuff. But if they're associating, like even in the Sangha, I learn a lot, because I can have disciples, friends here, and somehow or other, they're a little weak, sometimes some of them, and they associate with materialistic people. They get real intimate with them, and then they come to me with their energy, and I feel, yeah. So, but that's their weakness of being, they're so easily to go and associate with it, and they it's like transmitting it here. And then they come to me, and I feel like, Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
I'm sorry, but I want to explain it. I have the most problems with speculations. That's why I left in Turkey.
Uh-huh.
You can talk about Krishna with somebody of that other part for a few sentences, and then it starts, and then you feel, oh no, it's not going to work, man. And then you try to communicate, but when they are stubborn, this stubbornness and this right fighting,
Yeah.
then I turn my back and say, no, thank you. No, thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. There's no room for your word in people like that.
No room for your word. And then this, and
Yeah.
at the end, you feel, oh my God. Oh no,
Yeah.
he's not happy now.
It's like a
He's, yeah,
repressing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or with Mayavadis, strong Mayavadis, I have the same problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just how it is, you know, it's all by association. And like that, I'm not here to take association from people who are in that speculation in Maya and they don't have that. I'm here for bliss, man. I'm here for the bliss of being with Krishna, you know, and the devotees who are blissful and to share that with others. Like you get invited. I don't want the misery. I don't want the demons people have with them. We're here to help people. I'm not here to people that are on the ceremonial level of rituals. I'm here to help the people with rituals to move to the next platform. I'm here to add to people. Anybody involved in rituals cannot add to my life. No ritual is not purifying to me. Ecstatic devotees, association, I feel purification. You know, I feel nourished and nurtured and protected. And that's the teaching here. And if you're not into that, you don't agree with that, or you don't want to take advantage of that, well, that's I'm here, to offer that, but you have to come into that. Nityananda, and this is devotees, they're the disinterested friend of the fallen. And that's just one of their qualities. I'm disinterested in Maya. See? And if you want to, you want out of Maya, I'm your friend because I can get you out. Otherwise, I'm not interested in your Maya. I'm not interested in your faith in illusions or your faith in crazy neophyte gurus. I'm not interested in that. I'm disinterested in that. See? And if you're interested in that, well, I'm not your friend. And you'll feel it. You'll think, oh, he's against me and my gurus and all that. Well, I'm disinterested in Maya. I'm disinterested in religion. I'm interested in the truth that are in the holy books, not the religious speculations and people who have material motives and that. Yeah, not interested. Yeah, and you have to be like that, a disinterested friend. Otherwise, you get, sentimentally attached. I mean, this happens naturally as you advance. You'll see you become weakened with people in the mode of goodness, and they want to act, piously because of some false ego stuff. And you want to be intimate with them, and you become weakened by them, and then you come to me, of course. Because now, well, why am I, why I don't know who I am. I don't know why, yeah, but it's your association. Man. Can you imagine how strong you get if you associate only with real devotees intimately and not believing in the mode of goodness even? Then you get spiritually strong because then you're in the real vine, man. The real life, the real energy, the real pure potency. Otherwise, you mix it. This is what Christians do. Even the ones who get some ecstasy, they mix it with other potencies, that are not the true. You think Jesus was a mixing? You think Lord Caitanya mixed? Did Prabhupada? No. I don't mix either. You can still be a normal person. We have bodies. You need to eat. You need to be hungry. Everybody, if you're not hungry, you're going to die, man. If you don't feel sexual impulse, you're not going to procreate in the world. We all have bodies. Everybody's following the wrong paths taught by the inexperienced devotees who are not real devotees yet. They're all repressing. They preach the repressive. I don't preach any. I don't need to. We just give you the real Krishna and your relationship. You relate to the Lord. Isn't it nice? You become more independent because you become dependent on who I'm dependent on. See, I'm dependent on this relationship with the Lord, and everything gets worked out nicely. So that's what you get here. You want that kind of independence, or you want to be dependent on a guru tell you, do this ritual, do that ritual, do this, don't do that. You want to depend on that kind of big brother? That's external bhakti. Just a little, it's like the government wants everybody to be dependent on them, and they do such a lousy job. See, everybody does a lousy job, except the real guru connecting you to the where we're supposed to be connected. I'm here to make you like me, in a sense, not exactly not carbon copy type cookie cutter thing. No, make me like you, like me, in the sense of like devotees are. Devotees have this relationship with the Lord. They're sovereign in their relationship. You get that. Therefore, that's why you see everybody getting to that point. You have your own personality, right? Your own service, your own relationship with the Lord. And I can even partake of that. I can relish that. Oh, look at River and how she preaches, and Lalita and Johan. And see, I'm here to give you sovereignty, but I can't give you what I don't have. I have sovereignty in the Lord because that Lord is in me. See, I'm in the Lord is in me, and we have a great time together. It's so great. And you guys who get that, you're the witnesses. You say, yeah. Otherwise, what are you getting from your gurus out there? Are you getting that? No, you're getting chunk change. Oh, I have a Guru Dave. Yeah, what's his glory? Well, he gave me a lot of rules, and I go to the Sunday feast, and I go and listen to this, and I go and do the rituals. Yeah, thank you, Purjat, man. This is so awesome, man. See? But your gurus can't usually appreciate this level. They even preach against it. I'm disinterested in that. All I can do is give you a way out of that, man, if you want. You want gurus like that who don't like ecstatic devotion, who consider ecstatic devotees neophytes because they're neophytes? Can you imagine people think, I got the big gurus out there, and they come, all of them, oh, Gohar, he's a neophyte. Oh, he doesn't have real devotion. We have real devotion in our minds. Things are going to change now. The birds and the bees, it's time to learn what's really going on. First, they steal you, Yeah, they steal my disciples even, because they're usurpers, all of them. Stealing Prabhupada's disciples, all that stuff. At least if I steal some Prabhupada disciples, they're better for it, even to be honest with you, with the Narayan Raj group, they're still looking for living gurus because they still didn't get that strength. I guarantee you, if I pass from this planet, I'll have disciples here. You won't be going, where's the next living guru? Because you didn't get the strength with Narayan Raj. See, Prabhupada got the strength from his gurus. He wasn't looking for any. He saw practically all the God brothers who were neophyte. They're still looking to either be the one or look for the one. See? And therefore they didn't get it. If you have the real, all ducks are in the row here. It's all in line, not line for the Vaidhi line. You're in line for the spontaneous devotion, man. See, you got a real guru. You got the real Shastras here. And we preach the real Shastras. And the result comes very fast, increasing attachment to Krishna. Very fast. See? So all the ducks are in a row here to get the highest result. And I can't help it if some people, they don't think it's very important. Well, that's because you think these lesser things are more important. But yeah, to me, this is God, man. She kissed the ground. You got such an opportunity, but some people will and some people won't. Making gurus is exactly the next step. Yeah, absolutely. That's what Lord Caitanya did. He passed on the potency because he had the power to do it. Gaur Haridas has the power to do it too. You guys are receiving it. And then you become like those persons. They received the potency from Lord Caitanya and transferred it to their friends in their village. Yeah, you're doing the same thing, right? Obviously, we got Lord Chaitanya's potency here. You'll transfer the ecstatic potency, and people will be more advanced than these neophyte gurus who can't do it. Narayan Raj didn't do it. None of these guys done it. None of them now today do it. Not that I've seen. And if people, they have you think you're the only one? Well, let's see somebody doing what we do. Then we're not the only one. But I haven't seen. Even that Paramahamsa Vishwanath, let's see him doing what we're doing. And to even see that, like that lady will have to come for a while because she can't see whether he does or not. She doesn't even believe in the spirit of devotion. See? You need Zara, you need purification. You can get that here, if Krishna gives you the intelligence but if you're really stuck on keeping your demons and your speculations that you're Radharani come on, man, it's not even logical. How can you be Radharani and be miserable? It's impossible. You come here, we'll get you. We got some transcendental psychology. All your demons will go. You'll feel so happy and free. Freedom. Everything you'll see as it is, and you'll see the true position of that guru there and all gurus. People are impressed with chunk change. Yeah. Amy is saved already. Yeah, she's saved, man. Pure heart, man. A lot of devotees have pure heart here. Or it's in the process. You want a pure heart? This is your best shot at it, man. It's great, isn't it? Where are you going to get such a shot like this at getting a pure heart to see God? Man, I'm lucky. I count my blessings. Lord, I am so blessed to have so much great association with pure hearts here, man. You just send me the quality. Yeah, that's all right. You guys preach against it. Doesn't matter. You just help me, because only the pure hearts will come here. Yeah. Or if you can see, at least Krishna will let you see that you can have a chance at getting a pure heart here. Isn't that right? River, Lalita, it's all about the pure heart, right? Unmotivated devotional service.
I think so, yeah. They can say what they want, that I'm a devil and this and this and this, but I got it. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Drooling in confirmation. Yes. Yeah. So many nice devotees here.
They come and get energy here. This is a devotee. A long story with who I communicate for such a long time. And he started crying by watching my videos. And then he came watching your videos, but he's a worker, so he's never in class here. And now suddenly I see he changed his name and he went to that Sadhu Maharaj. But he comes to drink here.
Yeah.
And then that Sadhu Maharaj says, yeah, but those tears that you have, it's very exceptional. But he comes to drink it here. in our
Yeah.
Sangha, and
Yeah.
he got this initiated there. No,
Oh,
I
you're
said,
kidding. Oh, yeah. See,
how
yeah.
can you do that? This is,
Yeah, I
this
just
is
told you that,
you don't
they go to and get polluted. They think it's the same. Yeah, it's eating. Yeah, and they
everything
go
is
and
all
they
the
come and they,
same.
yeah. Yeah, it's just all kinds of crazy things. See, that's why it says, the Shastras say, those who have equal faith in Guru and Krishna, the real purports of the Vedas are revealed. That's why you see, you guys understand. River understands these things. Lalita understands these things. Johan understands. See, Govinda understands. Janaki understands. See, because they have faith in Guru and Krishna. If you have the Guru, real Guru, you'll understand the real Shastras and the real Krishna. See? And that's proof is in your own example. But those who don't have that kind of faith, or yet, or maybe you're on your way to that, so you'll know, you could see those who have, the stronger you have faith in the real Guru, that's not in the false gurus, the real Guru. If you got the real person in this line, this is an illustrious line here, then you'll understand the real secrets of bhakti in the Shastras. You won't be one of those. See, that's why Zara, if you want, this is the path you get. Because like, if you don't have faith in Shastras and you don't have faith in the Holy Spirit of devotion, you're baffled in this. All you've got is speculation, and that's why those entities hang around you that cause you suffering, because they go to people like that. But this is a rope thrown to you or anybody else. You don't have to be like, you can go into the real line, but that's what I teach, is the real line. You have to hear these teachings and these truths from an empowered devotee who represents the real line. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Working means you become attached to the transcendental Lord, attached to his word, to his name, and it shows in your ecstasy, your transcendental happiness. Otherwise, what kind of representative of the line are you? Ah, Krishna. Okay, what else here? Yeah, but in the course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it appears to be lost. See, after Narottam and Srinivas and Shamananda disappeared, the line started to be broken. They were the last. And then the Vishwanath, after that, he was in the real line. See, he was conclusive. I don't know how many of his disciples became perfected. I don't know, or would if it's just not clear what he was teaching. We don't have enough information. But basically, more or less since that time, it's broken. See, broken as the science as it is. See? And you got to look, since Bhakti Vinod, they didn't even quite establish the real line yet, because it's still Vaidhi type teachings. That's not really, the real line is transcendental connection with Krishna. See, that's the real line. The real line was like Madhavinda Puri having real disciples, see, who got real bhakti. That's the real line. We're not teaching lesser things here. We're teaching the Madhavinda Puri who transmits ecstatic devotion to Ishvara Puri, who transmitted it to Lord Caitanya and some other disciples, who transmit it to other disciples. We're in a transmission. That's the real line. And that has been broken. You don't see that line here. You see people transmitting not the ecstatic devotion, but rules and regulations. Or at best, they just talk about it, but they don't have any faith in the spirit, the spark. But we see, This is the real line here. Very simple. See, the real followers of Lord Caitanya had this ecstatic devotion. They were fed. See, we're continually fed with this, right? Shows you it's the real line. They're not. See, they're the dry line. See, the false followers who don't follow the ecstatic. They don't accept the path of ecstatic love. That's the real line. Lord Caitanya came to bring that line, the real line in. See, we accept the path of ecstatic love, don't we? It's our food, it's our drink. See? Is Purushet in the real line? No, obviously, because he doesn't accept the real line. See, they're the false followers. But they can become real followers if someday, if in this life, if he's lucky, he has a change of heart and he repents and says, "Oh, I've been following this dry thing. Oh, I think I want to jump in." Oh, then all will be forgiven. His sins will be forgiven. He'll understand the real Krishna, what's really important to Krishna. You know, he'll like to associate with ecstatic devotees, and then he'll go back to Godhead. Otherwise, how can he get into Godhead? You know, if you can't come in here, how can you get into Vrindavan? Because we're in Vrindavan here. See, thy will be done in Vrindavan as it on earth as it is in Vrindavan. Well, that's what we're doing here. This is Vrindavan, ecstatic devotees, you know, with very conclusive understanding, preaching that. This is how you come in. This is the door here. It's open. We open the door. The preaching opens the door. Whoever develops faith in this preaching, you'll see how easy it becomes. You'll see how much real freedom you get. Sovereignty, everything, every great thing that you can imagine and what you can't, you get here. Yeah. If not, go to Purushet and go do the dry lines, the false followers, you know, if you can't understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Go, yeah. Okay. This is a good one too. Oh God, it's all good. You know, I'll wait on that. I'm gonna rest my voice a little bit, and otherwise I'll be, you know, I just feel so blessed, you know, that I have the urge to relish and taste these verses and these names. This is the greatest thing in this whole universe. In all of the universes, bhakti is this supreme science, man. It's a science. It's an art. It's wonderful. I'm hooked. I ain't gonna. I think Lalita is too. River is also. Tom, look at Tom's. He's getting hooked too, right? He's no dummy. Yeah. All right, so let's play the song and take a break. God, 2 hours already, too, even with a low voice, you know.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo. Haribo, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bo, every day.